Hi all, I'm here with a brief lecture on Goshayathra, a poem by Kunchan Nambiar. So let's see who was Kunchan Nambiar. Kunchan Nambiar is one of the triumvirate of great poets of Malayalam. He was along with the Tunchathirutachan and Cherusheri, and he was known to be the inventor of Tullal, a performance art form of Kerala. He was a great satirist, a performer, and he used popular literature to ridicule the follies and foibles of contemporary Kerala society. Okay, art was a weapon for him actually, and his poems are strewn with gems of wisdom and rare insights. They're used as proverbs and words of wisdom by Keralites. Even if he used many times, he used the local language. His words were the words of wisdom, and most of his poems are Tullal Pattu. He composed songs for all three kinds of Tullal. There are three kinds of Tullal actually. They are Ottan, Sidangan, and Parayan. And Kunchan Nambiar, he composed songs for all these three kinds of Tullal. Okay. And now let's get into the poem Goshayathra. This particular poem has been taken from Vanaparvam episode of Mahabharata. You might have read Mahabharata maybe, or anyway, Mahabharata has got different parts in which we could see the part called Vanaparva. There, the Pandavas have been sent into exile by Kauravas. The Kaurava king Duryodhana, he deceived Pandavas in a game, and he sent them into exile. So, during their exile, they are forced to live in the forest, and actually, Duryodhana was really confused about them. He wanted to know whether they are happy or whether they are sad in the forest. So, to know about this, he sends a messenger to the forest, to the Dwaida woods. Okay, Dwaida woods, that's the name of the forest. He sends a messenger to the forest to know about the whereabouts of the Pandavas. Okay, and the messenger he returns with the news that the Pandavas are really living well in a very good manner. They are leading a peaceful life in the forest. So this news actually angers Duryodhana, and he wanted to unsettle the calm and peaceful lives of Pandavas by showcasing the wealth of Kauravas. So, as a measure, he travels with his men to this place, but he wanted to make it sure that Pandavas shouldn't know about this intention, his intention. So he went like or he wanted to show that he is going there to visit the Ghoshas. Ghoshas means it's a pastures where cattle herds live together. So there were many Ghoshas in the Dwaida wood. So he set out on the pretext of visiting these Ghoshas. Okay, so that's what we could see in this poem, that Duryodhana has sent a messenger to this place, and the messenger returns with the news that is the message conveyed through this poem. And we could see there are two parts in the poem. So let's get into the poem now. Okay. Actually, through this poem, Kunchan Nambiar is satirizing the social and cultural scenario of 18th century Kerala. And now let's move on to the poem. So, as you know, there are two parts in the poem. So, when we look at the first part, we could see that the messenger comes to Duryodhana and informs him about the peaceful state of Pandavas. He says, "Oh, brave, here, oh, brave, here, and thus have peace of mind. Be happy by hearing this news." Okay, those adorned with the blessings of gurus, the Pandavas, they are actually blessed by gurus, and now they are blessed for life too, because they are not desperate about their condition. They are merrily living. They are living very happily in the forest, and they don't have any inkling of sorrow. They don't have even a trace of sorrow, and they are living with the benign sage. They are living with the kind sage. Okay, they are leading a calm and quiet life in the Dwaida woods. And the messenger says again that your deceit hasn't touched them. Okay, it hasn't affected them. And their refugee or their savior is the God. Or here it refers to the Lord Krishna, the benevolent foe of Inferno. Inferno, as you know, hell. The enemy of Inferno is God. So here the enemy of Inferno is Shri Krishna, or we could give another reading like Naragasuran. Okay, there was someone called Naragasuran. So Shri Krishna was his enemy. So again, we could say that Shri Krishna is the savior of this Pandava. So the messenger informs Duryodhana that your deceit has not touched them. They are living very happily. Their savior is Shri Krishna, and they are leading a very calm and quiet life with the sage. And now let's move on to the second part of the poem. Okay, here this part is the reply of the Duryodhana. So in the first part, we could see the message. The one who has been sent to the forest has returned to Duryodhana, and he informs Duryodhana about the condition of Pandavas. So the second part is the reply of Duryodhana. He says, when sent on a mission, limit yourself to that. Do nothing more. Whatever is asked, do only that. Duryodhana was really angry with the messenger because the messenger was praising the Kauravas. The messenger was praising the Pandavas in a very good way. He was he was praising their virtues, and he was trying to insult, or he was making Duryodhana inferior. So he didn't like that. So he really scolds the messenger. He says that do whatever is asked and nothing more. And you are eating my food, or you are getting food from me, and you are doing service for them. This is not okay. And how dare you to do this? So Duryodhana was really angry with the messenger. Duryodhana asked the messenger to join the Pandavas. He says, like, happily you should go over to them and sustain yourself on berries and fruits. It's better for you to be with them, to live with Pandavas and eat all those berries and fruits. You can't do service to me by praising their virtues. Okay, because Duryodhana says that enemies are better than the allies, because the allies are really working for the enemies. So he says that for enemies prove useful than allies. Enemies are useful than allies. The allies who works, or the allies who are really generous to enemies. Okay, that's how Duryodhana stops his words. That's end.